Hey, everybody, how's it? It's been a minute, yeah? I know I'm looking kind of rough too because not feeling well, but then taking some time off. But tonight it's what is it? It's 2:30 in the morning with kind of a Nyquil reverse buzz. Wasn't feeling well. Hit a little Nyquil. Think I'm gonna go to sleep. No, the opposite happens. I'm like pinning and funky dreams. But hey, why not escort those funky dreams with some Deftones? So I got up and I got an email from a friend of mine on Patreon and said, dude, you got to check out the new Deftones. So here we are. Let's check out some Deftones. Funky hairdo. Let's go. I like that little ninth. Love the syncopation on the kit. Got kind of a shoegazy thing going on. Yeah, no, maybe. I love what's going on in the back. Can you hear that subtle pad back there? Ooh, there's a little fry on top of that. God, I love the drums on this. The hi-hat. I love that pad back there. Ooh, I love the answer call melodic shifting going on through here. Also, real super unique mix as far as pulling Chino down in the pocket a bit, yeah? Can you hear that fry? Wow, what a trip. If this is the first track off of an album project, what a great way to kind of like slowly put the needle in with some kind of that I don't know, like guys, please, I still don't have these genre things wired. But when I hear the layout of the chords the way they are with these really lofty kind of ninths in there, if you're a musician, if you're not a musician, it's a note in a chord voicing on a guitar that'll leave you a little dangling, kind of like a suspense, right? So, da, 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 da. I can't pin it in my head. But I hear that a lot also in that kind of shoegaze vibe. So maybe me and my old decomposer brain, for some reason I associate these like just long chords that are just dangling out there with those particular voicings that kind of put you on this kind of subtle power glide. The power, obviously, because of the crunch and the tones of the guitars and stuff, is really really crunchy. It sounds subtle at the bottom, but when it started to kind of release in the dynamics, and I said a couple times, listen to that fry. I didn't know where that was coming from, if that was kind of doctored up, over the guitars or something. I noticed also that the vocal mix was really also pulled down a bit. You know, maybe not so much forward and stuff. That this whole track is more, like I said, it's the maybe it's the propofol. I don't know why I have that on my mind right now. Maybe because I wish I had just a little bit so I can go to sleep. But kind of like that slow kind of glow and power with that shoegazy vibe. Once again, I just keep going into that because I just love that vibe. Lately, I've been becoming a pretty big fan of shoegaze, though I have much more I need to learn about it. And the final thing I want to say about this, number one, well, two final. If it wasn't final, then I wouldn't say number one, right? Number one song's way too short. But I understand this is probably the kind of track you play 50 times. How many of you guys have restarted this? The other thing is, I really dug I don't know if it was vocal pad work, where maybe Chino puts in some vocals and the engineer is swimming it around or something like that. But a couple times pre-chorus and stuff like that, it would build, and you would hear this kind of, you know, melting kind of seductive pad work in the background that just keeps that glide just between the voicings of the guitar, where Chino stayed in the pocket in his vocals. Those pads going on there was just like I said, this was probably a very subtle kind of like going like this right before the rest of the album drops or something like that. You know, the very first releases, let's get them in here. Let's seduce them with this. Feeling the little seduce thing, I think maybe that would be appropriate. Anyhow, if you're still here, type in, I'm still here. I'm still here somehow. So I'm glad you are. All right, guys, take care. See ya.